Hey guys, welcome to Madbird Plays the Banner Saga, episode 14. So last we left off, we had just gotten here to Sigrholm, which is sinking into the lake, and, what else happened? I honestly can't remember what happened. We got thrown out of Einothof a couple of episodes ago, and so we are now trying to meet up with Eyvind's mentor, / fellow mender, Juno, to, hopefully save the world. So, let's rest. A scuffle has broken out in front of the houses. "Thief!" shouts one of your people as a group of strangers flee from your camp. Oddleaf is already running in their direction. "They took our supplies," you hear from nearby. Try to talk it out with the locals. Ignore the theft. Chase the thieves. "Come on," you shout, and several join you in the chase. You wander onto a beach where some men have been waiting for you. Some terse words are exchanged about whether anything had been stolen or not. You don't see who draws their weapon, but it ends the conversation dead. Fucking thieving bastards. Okay. Eyvind looks so skeptical. He looks a bit like David Spade or something. He's just like, meh. Okay. Fucking thieving Sigrholmians. I mean, their houses have been destroyed and like they're all starving and stuff, but still, what little pricks. Oh, Trigby over here. God, I haven't fought humans in ages. It's all been Val or, what's the other one? Dredge. Jesus, what does her thing do? Hit all units between the archer and target in a straight line, and +1 arm damage. Let's just move here, and wait. What a prick. Is it Ivor's turn? Yes. Ivor's swinging one-handed with his missing arm. Poor bastard. It's a bird of prey thing. Wrong direction. EQ. Oh, I thought he was Onef. God damn it. Oh, he's the wrong thing. Oh well. Get straight into him, Trigby. Impale that fucker. Arc lightning. Arc lightning. And... nice. That arc lightning is pretty badass. Still don't feel good about shooting women. But they shot at me first, so... except for that first one, which I killed immediately. She didn't shoot first, but she just deserved it, I'm sure. Is it... hit all units, so that would hit him as well. I don't want that. Can I just move up and kill her? That sounds good. Let's do that. Good, good. That guy's turn. Is he gonna hit Eyvind? What a prick. They tied up Ivor. Nice. Killed himself. What does Malice do? Guts, rather. Knock back everyone up to 2 spaces. Let's get around here to maximize its effectiveness. Nice. Ish. Oh god, Alette. I'm so sorry. Trigby, if you could kill that guy, that'd be great. You're not going to be able to kill him. Come around here then. And impale him, please. And boot him away. I'm sorry, Akil. You're a big boy though, you can deal with it. Arc lightning again, because that shit is pretty badass. Well, you have now used up all your willpower, that's fine. an Alette. 1 whole damage. Let's finish this guy off. Nice. This guy's gonna come hit Akil. Akil's still fine, that's good. Finish her off, Alette. Thank you. Yeah, he's gonna sit tight for a turn. He's gonna kill himself, that's fine. Give him another thing, and Malice guts his way out of this shit. That's pretty badass, I like that. Nice. Show that evens. Arc lightning like a motherfucker. Nice. Hold out, Akil. This might actually be the time when I don't lose anybody in a mission in a fight. The first time ever, and it's against some like random civilians. So close. Yes. Didn't lose anyone. Pro skills. Pro plays. Alette got promoted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Renown. Nice. The thieves scatter pretty quickly when you start laying into them, but when you return to the caravan you discover why. Even more supplies have gone missing since you rushed into the fight. God damn it! Plus some more supplies then, I guess. Let's rest another day. A random assortment of people from the caravan confront you. Listen, says one. We don't feel safe here. I don't know anything about menders or whatever, but we're going to leave, and I hope you'll join us. Looks like a couple dozen people, farmers and fighters alike, feel the same way. Encourage them to say. They make it very clear they're not listening and discuss that they're not interested in discussing the issue, shaking their heads and setting out. Without the rest of the caravan ready to go, there's little you can do to stop them. You hope they make it, and that you haven't made a mistake yourself. God, I hope Juno shows up. I'm gonna wait until we've got 2 days of supplies. I think that's gonna be it. Can't buy any more supplies. Fuck it, I've only got 1 day's worth anyway, I might as well use it. Nope, we're leaving. Rook, wait, please, Avon begs. She said she'd be here. We need her. You can tell he's terrified of leaving, as though he'd be giving up on Juno. I'm sure she'll catch up with us. Avon looks out across the lake with a 1,000-mile stare. He says nothing. We've got problems, says Ivor. The whole place is flooded. We could try to walk the muddy parts, but it'll be slow going. We could try to float the caravan over the lake, but we might tip or get stuck. Or we could just go around the whole thing, but no idea how long that would take. What do you think? Caulk the wagons and float across? Pay some locals to help? Detour around the flooding, attempt to ford the river? Let's try to float across. You spend some time rigging the wagons to float in the water, sealing them with tree sap and whatever else you have on hand. The rest of the caravan finds anything they can to float on, small boats or makeshift rafts. Some swim. With a deep breath, you set off from the bank. You do your best to float the various ragtag groups of your caravan across the muddy lake towards Beauregard. Things quickly go bad, between rafts pulling apart and people tipping into the murky water of the lake. Eventually you gather everyone up, but you've lost some precious time and supplies to the bog. Well, I didn't have any supplies anyway, so... there was nothing to lose. Dear God. Well, everyone's very happy considering we're starving to death. Please. Supplies soon. Oh God. Next time I do a playthrough of this, I am not gonna not buy supplies like I have been not doing. A group of men with broad shoulders and thick coats approach the caravan. They might be outlaws you hear nearby, and the idea quickly ripples through the clansmen. One of the strangers approaches saying, "We've run out of food. Any help would... well, we don't have any food either. Any help would be welcome." His hard eyes reveal nothing of his motivations. You consider how you want to approach this. Ask them how they came to be here. The men get nervous and reveal sturdy weapons. Your warriors step forward until the leader holds out a hand, saying loudly, "The last group to ask us questions tried to kill us. Tried. Let's keep this simple. Will you help us or not? Fight with us and earn your food." The men look surprised by your offer. In short order, they join the caravan and start sharing tales and drinks. Unfortunately, it is less than a day later that you discover they've vanished along with a sizable portion of your supplies. Fuckers! People keep stealing my non-existent supplies. What's going on? Everyone's a horrible person. That's some creepy looking forest. As you're about to head off to sleep for the night, Onef pulls you aside. "I have a couple of concerns I wanted to speak to you about," he says, in private. You find a quiet place to talk. "What's on your mind? How well do you know the people travelling with us? How many strangers are in the caravan now?" We have picked up quite a few. I've been watching folks since I joined you. Your companion from Saga, they're loyal. I mean, it seems pretty clear they'd die to protect you. I suppose I'd do the same. What about the Val? You don't even know half of these warriors. You're telling me they have no problem following some man's orders now? After everything that happened to Einartoft? They joined us voluntarily. They might voluntarily put a sword in your gut too. What happens the first time the Val don't want to do what you tell them? If Krumur gives the word, I guarantee at least half would follow. Let's be honest, they could take this caravan by force at any time if they wanted to. They haven't. Doesn't mean they won't. They're not the biggest problem though. There's a mender with us, a mender who pulls lightning out of the sky and tells us what to do and where to go. Myself, I think we lucked out with this when this mentor didn't show up in Sigrholm. Avon's just the apprentice? What depths is his master capable of? Think about it, Rook. What do you really know about Avon? I heard they were found practically dead in the middle of nowhere when the dredge started showing up. Then an enormous certain shows up at Einartoft and tearing the world in half. Takes one look at Avon and bolts. Suddenly they need our help instead of the Mender Council? How does that make any damn sense? Avon could have taken control long before now. A shrewd man with ambitions can be very patient. I'm grateful for what you've done to get us this far, Rook, but it's always been about trust. I think it's time to part ways, so to speak. Nothing personal. Suddenly you gasp for air. When you look down, Onef is holding a knife buried deep in your ribs. Holy shit. Your vision blurs and blood fills your sight. You gasp again. There's a bird whistle and the camp becomes a blur of motion. Onef's fighters from Frostvalia leap into action, cutting people down. As Oddleaf turns to fire on his men, Onef runs her through and pulls the blade from her back without even breaking his stride. She drops like a sack of flour. Onef heads straight for Alette, who freezes in unbridled terror. You rise to your feet through the pain. Agil and Oddleaf are dead. Somehow you find the strength to cleave the nearest traitor in two, but you can't find the breath to shout. You think your lung might be punctured. Onef clutches Alette's wrist amidst a commotion, tosses her bow aside and pulls her into the deep woods. Her eyes meet yours across the campsite. "No," her lips say, though you can't hear the words. A dozen men appear between you as Ivor steps into view, as fearsome as you've ever seen him. Dear God, Gunulf, let's get you in this shit, bae. Onef, you prick! Jesus Christ! I thought Akil was a dick. Akil didn't fucking, like, stab me in the fucking chest. What an asshole. Oh, we've got +1 willpower, that's nice. Come down here. Shoot this bitch. Oh no, I've blocked fucking Ivor in. God damn it. Ivor, come over here. Beat this fucker up. What does shield battering ram do? Up to forearm. Just fucking whack him, please. Gunolf, I want you to come down here and fuck these people up. Kill that bitch. God damn it, Rook. Come over here, Trigby. Finish off this fucker. Come on, Gunolf. When's it gonna be Gunolf's turn? When? Arc lightning. I don't have any arcning. I don't have any arcning to light. Eat it. Yeah, you're gonna run straight into Ivor, prick. Oh, god damn it. Gunolf, why do you always fail me? No, don't end turn. Kill that bitch. Good work. Oh god. I was terrified for a minute that was just going to be the end of the Let's Play. I was... oh god. I was legitimately scared. Good try, bitch. Get up here, Ivor. Nearly. Arc lightning. Nice. Yeah, I'm sure you needed Eagle Eye for that bitch. God damn it, Gunolf. Oh, I'm gonna hit Akil as well. Gunolf, you need to stop disappointing me. Fuck! Ivor's still a badass even when he's only got one arm. Oh god. Having said that, oh god, please Ivor, don't die. Finish him off, Trigby. Finish that guy off. So that Ivor can just go to town on that archer whore. Oh god, she's gonna kill Ivor. Ivor's dead. Run, Gunolf. Move faster, please. Lightning that bitch up. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Gunolf, Tempest, even though... oh, I can't just Tempest over nothing. Sad face. Oh, I should have saved one of those will powers. finish her off. Just whack her with your stick. There you go. Fucking hell. Victory! My renown grows! Now we're gonna go fucking ONF as Nicked Alette. Nicked is probably a... Where is Alette? Shouts Ivor, tearing through the nearest bandit, but you're already hobbling into the deep woods where they disappeared, ignoring the battle raging behind you. In a haze of pain, you start to think you've lost their tracks. Then you hear Alette screaming in the distance, followed by silence. You tear through the trees. In a small clearing, Alette lies on her back against a tree. Her hands and clothes are covered in blood. She stares vacantly ahead, unblinking. Beside her is the body of Onef, an arrow buried in his right eye, as if placed there by hand. She looks in your direction and then at Onef. I killed him, she says. Good girl! Alette, are you alright? You cringe as much from the pain as the appearance of Alette after her bloody struggle with Onef. No, I'm not hurt. I had no choice. Dad, your chest, you're bleeding! Suddenly she is at your side, putting pressure on the wound. I can fix this. Where is my needle? Oddleaf! Anyone! Ivor, I found them! Just as your sight goes black, you see Eyvind, Ivor, and Alette standing over you. He's going to make it? You open your eyes open to the sound of Alette's voice. Normally a wound like that, I only hope I did enough. I'll survive. Dad! Alette stops herself from hugging your bandaged chest, putting your head to her instead. The words come out easier than you expected. Oddleaf? It's a good thing Eyvind was here. She's going to pull through, though it was a nasty wound. We managed to kill most of those traitorous sons of bitches, and the rest fled into the woods. There are a lot of people I couldn't save. You did everything you could, Eyvind. Nobody expects you to raise the dead. Eyvind frowns deeply, putting a hand to his forehead. Why did Onef do this, Rook? He was talking to you right before it happened. He thought my leadership would get us killed. Utter bastard. All this time we had no idea. Akil killed a good half dozen of Onef's men by himself. He told me Onef was running Frostvalere the whole time. He left Frostvalere behind when he saw a better opportunity. Guess that relationship is over. Akil was always just the barking dog you put in the yard to find out who your enemies are. It was no accident Onef went after those of us from Skogul. He must have thought with us gone, he'd take the banner and the rest would fall in line. Or at worst, they'd take all the supplies for themselves and leave the rest as dredge bait. We have to be more careful. We can't just let anyone join the caravan anymore. No, nothing changes. We're not like him. You're a better person than I, Rook. None of this changes the fact that Bella is out there somewhere, following us. That swamp around Sigrholm will buy us some time, but we've got to keep moving. Your body aches all over, but Ivor's right. The road cools. The caravan is already starting to pack up camp. Jesus, okay, let's talk to Akil, because apparently he's a badass. Look who it is, still not dead. How are things, Rook? I can never guess with you, Akil. I heard you helped drive off the traitors when Onef attacked us, and it always leaves me wondering. What's your deal? I'm not hard to understand. Why don't you try asking instead of telling? Why didn't you warn us about Onef? Didn't I? How many times do I have to call him a traitor before you got the message? What did you want me to say? Watch out, Onef's going to murder your whole family? He didn't fill me in on the details. He was always like that. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to convince you to off me. But listen, I don't need to know, so keep it to yourself. Why did you stick with him? I don't know, Rook. Family makes you do weird things. You know what the worst part is? We became kin when he married my sister. She died of fever one night. But she didn't. She wasn't sick. He killed her. I don't know why he did it. Maybe he just felt like it. I was so furious. I got so angry and I wanted him to beg. I could kill him without a second thought, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to make him feel sick about it, puke his guts out, and somehow, that turned into, over the time, he never cared, and I gave up, and did what he wanted. Don't know how it happened. But when I attacked you in Frostvalere, I guess I'll say that it wasn't my idea. You're welcome to stay with us. Had no plans to go anywhere. So you're going to let me walk around the camp with my own axe and everything? That doesn't mean I'm not watching you. I can accept that. You're a good man. I need to get going. And I need to take a piss. You're not the only busy man around here, you know. You shake your head as Akil steps away from the camp. Good guy, Akil. Hopefully. Let's take to Oddleaf, who was, like, nearly dead. How's the wound? You notice Oddleaf wince as she rises to greet you. It's doing a lot better. When I saw it happen, I thought for sure. I'm really glad that you would have missed me, Rook. She smiles. Ooh. Without Eyvind, that's all you could have done. Instead, you'll have to put up with my crap a little longer. It still aches like you wouldn't believe, though. Oh, maybe you would. Heard you took a stabbing yourself. I guess things could have gone worse. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. Sometimes it's lonely since my husband died. I guess I'd say it's more like being alone, even surrounded by all these people. Not like I don't have enough to worry about, though. I'm glad to have a let around. And you, Rook. What do you think about the caravan? You mean, should we start kicking people out? That's a tough one. Usually I'd be the first to give you a dirty look for suggesting it. On the other hand, I got a sword in my back. I'd leave things a long moment before sighing. Don't send anyone away. Just make sure nothing happens to Alette. I'll let you get some rest. Okay, thanks. I'll take you up on that. You know you're welcome to keep me company. Ooh! Oh. When I'm a little more awake, I mean. I'll talk to you later. You fox. It's probably not appropriate considering she nearly just got stabbed to death. Okay. We are gonna call it there, guys. That was definitely an interesting episode of Madbird Plays the Banner Saga. That was episode 14. And we pretty much nearly died. We had a fucking coup attempt and managed to fight it off, and someone we thought was an ally turned out to be an enemy, and someone we thought was an enemy turned out to be a friend. So, shit is happening. This is going to make subsequent playthroughs interesting. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it, guys. I've been Madbird, this has been the Banner Saga, and I'll see you next time.